mag-invest sa Ayala REIT or the Philippines First Real Estate Investment Trust. So if you have a broker, simply log in, and inside you can probably see a banner there being offered right now, and just simply click there for the details of the IPO or the initial public offering announcement, and then you will see there the price per share, the minimum subscription, or in this case, therefore, you should have 2,700 pesos minimum. And you can also see later what would be the maximum, or here we can see the 3,700 shares under PSE EASy, and there's no limit under COL subscription. To know what is an REIT, just a quick takeaway, according to Investopedia, REIT are investments, trusts that you entrust to a company so that they can operate, develop income-generating real estate. So in our case today, in the Philippines, the first one is Ayala. And once you buy an IPO of that, you will have now a share of Ayala na ginagamit nila sa pagpapalago ng kanilang mga income-generating real estate such as offices. And just in advance note, gagamitin po ito sa Cebu Teleperformance call centers development. So mostly dito po mapupunta yung pera, and dahil kahit nasa pandemic tayo ngayon, they have noted that yung office retail or yung BPO ay hindi masyadong affected. Why? Because for example, yung America ngayon, hindi naman sila nag-give up sa pag-hire ng mga outsourcing workers, especially ngayon being on the brink somehow of recession, in unemployment. So they are looking after cheap labor, cheap employees that they can hire for their business to operate. So one of the options is of course outsourcing, which is way lower than hiring the locals there. Ang key takeaways lang ng REIT is that you don't have to own an actual real estate property, which is very capital intensive and labor intensive. And then very liquid siya. In other words, you can withdraw your funds, liquidate, sell your funds so that you can cash out. You can go out anytime. And then it is mostly invested again in real estate. It's like trading stocks also. It's called also IPO or initial public offering, which we will be having in August of this year. So yung of 2020, sorry. And going back, simply go to that banner and you will see two options paano maka-invest. So yung offer period dito sa isa, which is number 1, COL online subscription, is from July 24, which was last week. That was July 24 was Friday, and right now is 27. And then how to subscribe, simply click here. And then payment method would be auto debit from COL account. So take note, pag dito po kayo mag-subscribe, dapat may pondo na po inyong fund value or inyong portfolio. Yung buying power ay enough sa inyong subscription. Allotment is limited to broker allocation by the PSE. So magdidepend po ito sa Philippine Stock Exchange kung ilan ang shares na i-allocate niya sa COL Financial. And si COL Financial naman, siya yung bahala na mag-allocate nito sa mga nag-subscribe. So may tendency po na hindi ka mabibigyan, may tendency na lesser ang makukuha mo as compared to na-subscribe nyo. Na-experience ko na rin po yan. I can show you later yung mga experience ko in the past IPOs na ni-reject, wala akong natanggap, meron din akong natanggap pero lesser, meron namang na-approve. And then maximum shares dito is no limit, but take note, if it's oversubscribed, shares will be raffled, maybe by their minimum subscription amount. Alright, so that's the first option. And if I click here, ang makita po natin dito yung request form. So read instructions, enter the number of shares you would like to subscribe for, click on the calculate subscription value, click on the submit and print button. So for example, gusto mong i-maximum talaga, no? So that would be 100K divided by 27. That's 3,703. But since our we call that board lot is 100 shares, so you can only have 3,700. Okay, and then calculate subscription value. That's 99,900 pesos. Once you click submit, you will receive a PDF form, and you can save that and print that as your receipt or as your holding number. You can view the status of your request under trade, portfolio, view IPO request status. So dito, kung COL Financial po yung ginagamit ninyo, makita po nyo yan dito sa trade under portfolio, and you will see here a view IPO request status. So ito pong sinabi ko kanina, in the past I subscribed to Axelum, requested 4,000 at 5 pesos. Yung requested value is 20k. Yung na-approve lang po sa akin is 3,000 at 5 pesos. So yun po final. And then sa All Home naman, I requested 1,000 at this price, pero wala po akong natanggap, no allocation. Dito naman sa ART, naka-request ako kanina 500 shares at 27 pesos, 13,500 peso yung total value niya. Approved shares, wala pa kasi received pa lang. So make sure na you have the enough funds or you have this amount sa inyong buying power para anytime na ma-allocate na, just mababawas lang sa inyong pondo. You can adjust your subscription anytime, sabi dito, during COL IPO offer period by clicking on the IPO offering banner located in the homepage. So what if gusto mong taasan, gusto mong babaan, or gusto mong i-cancel? Simply go back to that banner sa homepage ng COL. So let's go back. And you can re-enter your subscription. So take note, meron tayong 500. So let's say if I want to increase it, I'll just click here again, and according to the instruction, just enter that amount of shares. So I would increase or I would decrease, it's up to me. Just make sure that your buying power is enough again. So let's go to the second option, which is local small investors through PSE EASy. So the offer period is from July 27 to August 3. So mas extended kung sa PSE EASy ka. And then how to subscribe online through PSE EASy account, guide on how to create an account and subscribe via PSE EASy. So paano po ba mag-subscribe using the PSE EASy? So you can check out my other video, but for now I can show you. Go to easy.pse.com.ph, which is this, and just enter your username and password. If you don't have yet, you can register. So since meron na rin ako, I can log into my PSE EASy account. And then you can enter for security purposes, you can enter some questions or some answers. Okay, so right here, I can see the previous IPOs that I subscribed. Pero sa ibaba, I can see the new IPO. So I can click action. So going back again, start date 7/27, which is right now, and then end date is August 3, 2020. So kanina, nung nag-click ako ng action, may sinabi dito na NOCD. NOCD means parang yun yung requirement nila, name on central depository. So kailangan po, as a requirement, you must have an NOCD account or name on central depository arrangement. So that's a requirement of the law, meaning siguro there's for accountability sake, to avoid it's an anti-money laundering measure, etc. So kaninang umaga, when I clicked here, parang nag-show siya ng, sinabi niya na you cannot subscribe to this event. You must have an OCD account and REIT eligible trading participant. So pag yan po yung nakikita niyo, yung parang nagmumukhang error, hold on, just click that and click OK and return at night time or the next day so that you can see what I can also see right now. So application to purchase. So tandaan po ninyo, pag nag-buy kayo ng shares using the option 1, you must prepare that amount. And if you chose also the option 2, you should also prepare that amount. So event name, Ayala REIT IPO, stock symbol, okay, start date ngayon, recording date, and then end date which would be August 3 or next week, okay, next Monday. So just 1 week offering. Currency, Philippine peso, final offer price 27, lot size 100. Maximum number of shares for subscription 3,700. Minimum number of shares for subscription is 100. So pag 3,700 po, yan, sinabi natin kanina, kinumpute natin kanina, that's 99,900. Okay? Date of investors briefing, wala. Nabibriefing naman tayo online. And then receiving agent is BPI Stock Transfer Office, email address, etc. Number of shares. So dito niyo na po ilalagay kung ilan yung bibilhin ninyo. Would it be minimum, maximum, or somewhere in between? So lagay natin. So once nalagay niyo na, make sure that yung trading participant niyo na-register na rin kayo doon. So kung wala pa kayong COL Financial, go to my tutorial how to set up an account on COL, and then total amount, automatic na po ito i-compute once you enter your order size. Okay? And then you cannot click send because you have to agree with the representations, warranties, authorizations, and acknowledgement. Of course, you have to acknowledge that there is a risk because this is a type of investment. So okay, just to browse, I will not read everything. I'll just scroll down for you so you can also read that if you want. So yan po, once you click that box, just click X and clickable na po itong send natin, okay? And once you click send, it will say, please confirm your subscription, event name, REIT, IPO, share subscribe, amount of shares, and then the amount due, which is this one. And then, click OK. So it says here, your subscription to the event is successful. So that's what the note says. So what will happen now, if I click again action, it can lead me to the same process, but knowing that, let me check my email. So once successful na po yung pag-subscribe niyo through PSE EASy, ito po yung instructions basing from the announcement and also basing on the email. Okay, so first, ito po yung email na matatanggap niyo right after you subscribe. So hi, your name, you have subscribed to REIT IPO, and then company name, stock symbol, number of offer shares subscribed, offer price per share, and then total amount due, subscription date and time, okay, payment due date. So makita niyo po rito yung due date na kailan niyo dapat mabayaran ito, ma-depositohan ng pera itong subscription ninyo. Okay? And then designated trading participant. Ibig sabihin, after niyo mabayaran ang subscription, magre-reflect po ito sa inyong broker. In my case, that's COL. So to pay for your subscription, please note of the following details. Reference number. So natanggap ko po itong reference number which I would put in my payments. So if I deposit or if I pay online using, in my case, BPI Express Online app or website. Okay, account name and then account number. Ito po yung account number. Special instruction, over-the-counter option A or via bills payment in the name of REIT IPO at any operating BPI branch. For concerns relating to REIT, the terms and offer, you can contact the following. Okay, meron pong contact person, may name, may number, may email. Okay, pero meron mas ma-detailed po dito sa Inside COL blog. So the option 1 would be to pay using deposit. Alright, so how to pay? Yan, so ito po yung pagbayad. You can get the slip sa BPI Bank. Enter payment and then say current, indicate peso, the date of your deposit, and account name, put REIT IPO, and then put your PSE EASy reference number. So you can get that from your email. Ito po. Under your own reference number, and then your name. After that, your total deposits or payment, how much is the amount. So you can also see that under your email, under total amount due. Back page, you can fill out ilan yung 1,000, ilan yung bills nyo. And then for deposit payment details here. Online or website using your desktop, you can go to online.bpi.com.ph and then under services, i-register nyo po muna yung biller. So go to recipients dito po. Yan, click that, click recipients and select add new recipient and select billers in the drop down menu. So the biller would be REIT IPO and indicate the PSE EASy reference number. So ito po, lagay nyo rin po yung ang nakuha nyo sa email niyo. So just to confirm po, I went inside my own BPI online account. So I went to manage recipient under other services, billers, under recipient, select billers. And once you're there, just type here REIT and you will see it there. Okay? And then reference number, kukunin ko sa email. So yan, nilagay ko na po yan, ang reference number ko. Para pwede ako magbayad directly from my online BPI account. So are these details correct? You can double check that. Exact match and then click confirm. Once you click confirm, it will send you a code. Make sure you have your phone. Magte-text po yung system sa inyo. Submit. It will say enrollment was successful. Okay? Click done. Pag ready na po ang funds ninyo, let's say may ready na po kayong amount sa inyong system, sa inyong savings account or checking account, wherever, go to pay bills or payments/load, pay from, okay, select from which account, and select biller. Ako ay inuna ko yung biller, and then you will see under that would be your REIT or the Ayala REIT. Enter the amount that you are supposed to pay, and then your balance should suffice the amount to pay. Then the notes, for the notes, you I would recommend just to put your reference number and account number na rin para at least the BPI and you will have this reference. So click next once you're done, and you wait for it to be reflected inside your broker account. So in my case, again, that's COL. That's how to pay using BPI online. But if you can also operate using your mobile app, you can open that app, and under Pay Bills, you can add Pay to Select Biller. This one, pwede kayong sa mobile, pwede na kayong dumiretso. Wala nang enroll, but for strict compliance, you should put under the notes your PSE EASy reference number, which you have received in your email. Okay? So, strict compliance po ito because walang reference number sa Pay2. Diretso na. So, yun. Dalawang ways sa BPI rin. Again, that's through BPI app or through website. But for me, I would recommend using the website kasi you will have to register it first. Unlike sa app na nasa notes mo lang yung reference number. So summary of the offer, issuer, Ayala Land yung sponsor, BPI Capital yung global coordinator, almost BPI rin naman yung nag-handle ng capital offering. So this is also open somehow to foreigners. And ang tanong, worth it ba? Safe ba? Stable ba yung Ayala REIT na yan? So according to analysis of COL, the research suggests that it's indeed attractive. So because of the industry trends na BPO, outsourcing from the West, may risk din naman such as the POGO uncertainty and higher interest rates ngayon due to COVID. But if you look at their financials, they have up to 1.5 billion last year of revenues. So the company is profiting, growing, 49%. Use of proceeds. Cebu, Teleperformance Cebu. As we have said kanina, sa pag-expand, pag-develop ng Teleperformance Cebu doon. So this is the background of the company, previously known as Juan de la Rosa Property Development Inc. And then somehow transformed to Ayala. So the assets composed of McKinley Exchange, Ayala North. So this would be the projects, I guess. So dito, AREIT is backed by one of the industry's best, Ayala Land. Most diversified, large-scale residential buildings, office, commercial, office landlord, leading landlord. 90.3 market shares in the Philippines and 55% market share in Makati. BPO-centric itong AREIT na to. It offers safety in light of uncertainty. Because COVID has put a lot of pressure on the property market given the quarantine measures. So yung residential ay nasa uncertainty. Mall operations also suffer lower traffic This means lower rental income for the retail landlords as they were forced to give rent concessions. Even after the quarantine was relaxed, rent concessions remain as foot traffic in malls remained low. So even though then, charge pa rin yung tenants with the monthly rents. But there was no disruption of rental revenues for the office leasing naman. Kasi sa BPO nga, tuloy pa rin yung operations. Dito naman, again, as BPO-centric, office leasing sector, so defensive yung segment na to because nga, the growing optimism of the BPO industry, there will be a resurgence as a result of the recession of the West brought by the pandemic. So one BPO even said that they need at least 4,000 seats to be filled by September. It was also confirmed by the IBPAP, IT Business Process. Companies will continue to hire to fill the demand of the industry. So I also work in a freelancing site like Upwork. I search and see that tumataas po yung bilang ng jobs posted after the or during and after the closures and lockdowns. So PESA, nag-stop sila but they have given it to Ayala as well. So AREIT ng Ayala ay very minimal lang yung exposure niya sa retail, just as malls. Okay, very stable cash flow, high occupancy rate. So just browsing lang no para alam niyo po kung saan mapupunta, paano gagamitin yung inyong investment, gaano ka-stable yung Ayala REIT. Sabi naman nila, no lease will expire in 2020, while only 1.2 and 8.3 will expire in 2021 and 2022. So meron silang line up for the next 4 years pa na rental contracts. So wala silang long-term debt or current, a lot of room to borrow funds. So yung risk again, higher interest rates and POGO uncertainty in the rising interest rate environment may emerge from the bond market and funds could flow out of REITs and into the higher yielding assets. Although wala siyang POGO exposure, an abrupt disruption in the POGO segment could affect lease rates of all office segments. Another risk is hindi matuloy yung acquisition ng Teleperformance Cebu. So at the same time, yung risk ay hindi pagmamayari ng AREIT yung mga lupa kung saan nakatayo yung mga buildings. That's a risk not for the short term but for the long term. So again, ito yung income statement nila. 1.9 billion estimated revenues for this year, 2020. So, buy, sell, hold. Yung rating po is of course nasa IPO pa lang tayo. So yung forecast, dito makikita natin sa forecast ng broker, we forecast that it should be 5 to 5.6% based on its IPO price of 27 for this year. And then for next year, it could be between 5.4 and 6%. So ito po yung target na growth after the IPO is traded on August, I think 13, no, if I'm not mistaken.